Hey guys, it's Mr. Stan there. This is video part 2 of the whole Cardbro scam. And if you're watching this video, this is probably because you are looking for the actual footage and detail events that happened between May 29th up until present day for Cardbro and the director Jeff Au and Alexander Wong and their accomplices as well, which were involved in all of these events. If you're looking for more of the origin story about how Cardbro was developed, and of course my involvement with Cardbro in the very beginning, you should go back to look at video 1, which is also useful for evidence in court if you need so. Let's go ahead and start off real quick. So basically, if you guys want to recap real quick, my good friend Aaron has done a timeline, which we're going to look at right now with actual detailed videos. We're going to start off with, I guess you could say, crime number 1, blackmail. If you guys remember this message they sent, and of course the pre-planned entry into the center, the office that Cardbro was, and they froze the BEA banking account. You'll see later they transferred money. Let's take a look. What does blackmail mean in Hong Kong? A person commits blackmail if with a view to gain for himself or another, or with the intent to cause loss to another. Makes an unwarranted demand with menaces. Let's take a look. Well, Jeff, Alex, you made your demand. You want 1.5 each, pretty much, to sum it up, and you won't unfreeze the account until it happens, right? But then we all know where that ended up, right? Blackmail carries a maximum sentence of 14 years in jail. Wow, they take blackmail pretty seriously here in Hong Kong. What do you think? I'm assuming your lawyers and mastermind or friends who are helping you do all of these things know what they're getting themselves into, right? I hope so. Let's say maybe they don't, but it's already happened, so you can't take it back, right? It starts off with the photos that were taken on May 29th from the security camera showing Jeff Au and Alexander Wong entering the Cardbro office without any precedent warning to me, the shareholder, actually to any of the Cardbro staff as well. You didn't inform anybody about your malicious intent. And this happened on May 29th. You guys took all the things that you wanted to, left stuff there because obviously it was just too much and you guys didn't actually know when I was coming back. You didn't want to get caught red-handed, I guess. Guys, well done on that. And Jeff, you actually knew the day I was flying out to Thailand, so kudos for you, Director Jeff, for making this one-time heist, I guess you could say. So we're looking at this part here. It says the cash stocks and upcoming profits are as follows. Cash as of today, 3,447,442. Stocks of today, 2,005,901, which is very exaggerated because Alex loves to just extremely value an item to where there is no meaning. You could have just got an auditor, Alex, to actually audit everything before you guys did your heist, so you can get an accurate amount. But I guess you're just not clever enough to do that. Non-countable profit, again, here we go, blackmail. You're assuming that we have 5,000 sets coming for the next pre-orders, and you said estimate profit of 3 million. You're extorting us for money that actually has not even happened yet at that time. Total amount as of 31st of August, 8,500,000. And so at that time, Aaron, as a company accountant, he actually acts as quickly as possible to find out, are you guys blackmailing us? Immediately after this, Aaron confirms BA funds are indeed frozen. So it's frozen. You froze it, even though Aaron was supposed to be the accountant handling everything, as you saw in the first message that you sent. You guys are so good, man. You lie after lie after lie with you guys. I just don't know. And here we know PayPal had 47,756 US dollars. So that was also one thing that at least Aaron screen capped before you guys did your little heist. And so we have Alex making another demand. Please note that the deadline for June 1st has passed. Would you mind letting us know if you discuss the situation? We'd like your thoughts on the next step before we move forward. What is it that we need to think about when you're blackmailing somebody? Furthermore, I know that you've already negatively impacted the company's operations. Seriously? Alex, if that was the case, you negatively impacted since day one with all your drugs. A change password is the company's Instagram, but we have already covered. So you're basically changing the passwords because you're going to heist the customers. Change Jeff's BEA admin account. We'll go to the bank tomorrow morning to update. Yes. Jeff's BEA admin account. Speaking of which, did you guys actually tell the truth about how the BEA banking account was actually acquired? It wasn't going through a proper process, and as far as we know through research, business banking accounts aren't supposed to be approved in that short of a time. It usually takes about a month. But due to your close relationship with Miss Heidi, let's take a look. What had happened? Because again, I let you guys take care of all this stuff. I had no idea. Bank accounts should be ready to use in the next week. Well done, Alex and Heidi Lung. Thanks to Heidi helping out. I'm not sure I should say thank you or whatnot, especially fast forward to the future is what's going on. BEA, yeah. All right, and there you can see Heidi's name card. She's actually pretty high up in there. I wonder what BEA thinks about this. Heidi said she has seen a customer withdraw USD to HKD using a bank account. And I say, huh? What? PayPal USD to USD bank account. Part of her job duty is monitoring, making sure no strange transaction in the business. This is why she remembered she held their transaction. Huh. That's really strange. Plot thickens. At least we know fast forward why and how you did something to the business banking account. Bravo, Alex. Oh, by the way, your director, Jeff Au, has something to say also about Heidi. I remember the message where on March 4th, it says here, 2024, Director Jeff says, crazy. I have some questions about our bank and I ask Heidi, Alex's friend. Then that fucking Heidi, sorry kids, blamed on me and tell Alex to ask me to stop finding her. Wow. She said Alex promised her just open the account and the first, I don't know who put my email to receive the letter and they said change any time. FK. Director Jeff continues to say, the other bank account will be set in 2 weeks, the banker said, which is the DBS account, which is what you guys are seeing on the Instagram postage right now. Never mind, me and Aaron will go to the bank tomorrow directly. You better don't ask Alex, things will get out of control again, I say, because usually it does. Sad you don't know Chinese, I want a cap screen. I think I don't know. Okay, that mother F girl. Oh my God. Heidi. And you know what? We actually have a message between Heidi Lung and Alexander Wong. Fantastic, you two. It's in Chinese, but my friends pretty much helped me, as you can see, to decipher the message. And it pretty much says Heidi is complaining to Alexander Wong because they're friends. Wow, that's great. You got personal phone numbers from BEA to the client. Well done, BEA. Try to hide this one for your Heidi Lung. And you can see she's also telling Alex, hey, can you stop telling Director Jeff to stop contacting me? He just wants to change the email address when you just opened the new bank account in such a short time. Congratulations. I had no idea that this was against the law, but hey, I don't know what you want to do after this, but all I can say is good luck. I don't know. I mean, sounds pretty darn suspicious if you ask me about how the bank account got frozen, unfrozen. It's coming really odd, especially with your past conversations about how things have worked out. You guys are right and I'm wrong. Always, man. My friends are right and I'm wrong. They were right from the beginning when they all said, don't trust Alex. And I was like, no, he's not that bad of a guy. I mean, yeah, he's sure got some strange habits, but again, this is all a big multiple learning lesson. One thing is true, though. I will never, ever betray someone, no matter what the stakes are. I just don't do that. I won't do that. That's not me. But that's just a reality, guys. It's just a reality. Roughly around June 2nd and June 4th, Aaron is notified on transactions about the PayPal. So here's where things get more interesting, because on that day, Alex went ahead and started taking the 47K US dollars out of the PayPal. Now, in Hong Kong, what he does is, and what he did for Cardbro before, he will sell the US dollars to another PayPal holder here in Hong Kong, and in turn they can also use that US dollars to buy something on eBay or something like that. It's because PayPal has very bad exchange rates that you do this, so you will save an extra 3% or something. So immediately you can see he starts sending money to locals here. He just cashes out all 47,000 US bucks just to change into Hong Kong dollars. However, he didn't know at that point that actually Aaron still kept a notification even though he was blocked out. And he sends a message to Alex saying, hey, I can see you're sending USD from Cardbro Limited PayPal account. My letter yesterday from the law firm warned you against doing those. Stop immediately or we're forced to take action. Alex ignores the warning and continues to send USD out. Aaron goes to Hong Kong police station report. They went to the police station. You guys, honestly, you just couldn't just control yourselves. I have no idea why you couldn't. But anyways, Aaron and my friends with him that time, Candy and Anthony and Shanla and everyone, basically were with him at that point, and they reported the whole case to the computer crimes or cyber crimes department, because they're the ones that handle situations like this. It's been a whole day with the whole situation, and it was quite interesting because at that point I got a message from Candy. Candy says, can you send me all the messages sent by Alex? Alex has got a criminal record. CID checked it. Well, I did not know about that. Kind of shocked me. I mean, honestly, it really did shock me. It's not like you meet someone and then the first thing you're going to do is say, hey, by the way, did you ever get in trouble with the law, right? You never ask people that. And of course, at the same point, it's not like, oh, hey, my name's Alex. I've been in trouble with the law. And this is something that was new to all of us, kind of shocking. I guess not really shocking now, as you can see what's going on, but it was shocking at that time. Obviously, Alex, it wasn't shocking for you. He asked how we met him. We said through a friend we know for around a year. So he has no choice but to leave Hong Kong now, I say. He will try to run then. I figured you're going to be running, man. But I guess you didn't because I guess you think you're safe. Not sure. CID went out to discuss, but one of them seemed serious because he went out to check and then come in and said, you know, Alexander. And then when he walked out, he told his partner that he has a criminal record. At first, was still casual and even said call them right away. But now they're seriously discussing. Okay. So now Jeff is helping a criminal hurt us, right? Candy says, the officer said if we go on criminal charges, basically they will get jail time. If evidence is adequate and the company money will be shared based on shares or workload, depends on the legal firm and accounting firm. So as for stocks. The procedure is around 1 year and nothing can be done before that transaction in business. So when I heard that, it's going to take a year for them in that sense to prosecute them and give them jail time. For myself, I didn't really think it had to go this far. So, you know, from me, when I called her up, I just said, hey, let's not go that far. Just leave the case open, but we don't have to go that far because it's really, no one wants to go to jail, although it is blackmail and all that stuff, but I don't want to put anybody in jail in this situation. And I thought to myself, it's my fault, I guess, for trusting these guys. Lesson learned on my part. And one of the other things is if they go to jail, then basically the money is definitely not going to be coming back. And the other thing is because we have customers that have orders that are in that bank account. Pre-orders for one-piece cards, like the PRBO one that recently came out, your money was stuck in that BEA account, which they froze. I figured that if they were going to go to jail, then you guys couldn't get the money, and that's not what we want, right? We just want you guys to get your money back or get your orders fulfilled. So I assume that, look, there's no need to go press for jail time because if that happens, you can't get your money back. Let's just, you know, leave it be and let those guys give you your money back or fulfill your orders when the time comes. Obviously, again, I'm always wrong, but that's what I thought. It keeps going in that message, though. We'd like to inform you that on 2nd of June, Alex will get the amount of $40,000 plus $13,191.87. Alex salary tab PSA submission. So no matter what we do and what we say, Alex, you're just going to forcibly take the money out, even though we already said nobody can touch the money. We didn't say it. You said it. You're acting as if you gave us a choice. And that is one of the biggest things for blackmail is that if you gave us choices in some sense and we say no and we can have some sort of discussion on this, then that'd be fine. But that's not what you did, is it? It's not what you were planning to do anyways. I don't know, man. 14 years is a long time. Once again, we would like to emphasize our offer. After a special refund, each individual would like to receive $1,100,000 in cash and $500K in stocks. If you have not responded by 2nd June, we will get the cash directly. Woo! In the event that any other stocks are missing in the coming, we'll request measures taken to obtain. That seems pretty menacing if you go back to the blackmail definition. What do I say? Please? Stop? Can we be friends again? Well, obviously, Director Jeff, you threw that out the door. I mean, in the very first message that night on the 29th, when I pretty much told you guys friendship means nothing to you guys, right? There's your response, pretty much. And moving on next, we get a letter by Director Jeff Al himself. Dear Stanley and Aaron, the purpose of this letter is to request time for me to relocate the stocks and the green box of Cardbro Limited, as well as my personal belongings. As a director, I am responsible for ensuring the assets of the company are available at all times. Therefore, we will schedule on the 15th or 16th at 2 o'clock p.m. to retrieve all the stocks and the green box of my personal belongings. Well done, Director. I never knew you were so responsible. We can just flash back to the first video I made where you needed to borrow X amount of money, where you cheated on your wife, where you told your secretary to stop using drugs, but I guess he just can't control himself. Well done, Director. You're doing a fantastic job. And now you pretty much blackmailed me and the shareholder, and you're trying to come in to the center now, which you abandoned already. You already abandoned by taking all your things out on the 29th and behind our backs, but you feel like your criminal activities just don't stop there. You have to continue on. So you want to try to enter in. I actually had to pay a little bit of money this time to do some protection with the center, the parents, and the students here, because as for myself, I feel responsible for the safety of kids and parents at the learning center, where there is education going on, not your criminal activities, right? If we look at that, we actually had a lawyer jump in, and they already warned you to stay the hell away, but you guys just ignored the request, even though you're warned not to. In fact, people actually called you out. They contacted you, and you would not even pick up the call, asked you to come out and talk about this situation, but you just totally ignored it. Then moving on to Father's Day. Here we have a lovely photo posted by Director Jeff's celebrity sister on Instagram. They're having a lovely family photo because it's Father's Day. You guys have celebrated Father's Day with your father. Lo and behold, you see there Director Jeff smiling. Well, that's just so ironic because the very next day, you come plunging into the Caboodle Learning Group. There you can see, there is Secretary Alex Wong and Jeff, and they bring some police. And what do you think the parents are thinking at that point? What do you think the kids and students are thinking about that point? I mean, you guys honestly have no heart, you have no dignity, your criminal acts just go beyond no means, or your stupidity is just really that high. And one of the most surprising things was, Allison, you had to follow them. Allison, I warned you to not do this. I really warned you, and I really wish you didn't do this, Allison, but you pretty much, you can see here on Instagram as well, Allison here, she looks very prestigious. She's a personal trainer here in Hong Kong. Okay, she actually does Manulife insurance as well. You have a lot going for you. You told me you do government programs as well for special needs and whatnot, right? What the heck? What the heck, Allison? Why suddenly do you just trying to throw all of that away for your drug-addicted boyfriend who cheats on you all the time? What's going on? Does that not make sense? Or is it just true what they say in the States that abusive relationships are ones that just keep going and going and going, right? But in any case, what happened at the end of that whole fiasco, guys, you know what happened. The cops were even embarrassed because they don't even know why you called them up there. You guys were thinking that you're going to come and convince them that there was a crime going on at a learning center? Was kids. I mean, bravo freaking oh. And especially the person who's teaching you to do these things. You ever ask yourself why they don't just come with you? If everything is so legit and solid and you guys won't get in trouble, did you ever ask that person, whether it's a lawyer, which I hardly doubt a lawyer would do this, but did you ever ask that guy who's helping you guys, hey, why don't you come with us when we do these things? Think to yourself. On June 18th, I get an email basically because secretary was very clever enough to leave email notifications from the business bank account to my email, which of course the criminals are just not clever enough to uncover. They're just not that smart. We get the email notification on June 18th that the DBS banking account had just received a huge fund of $2,796,589.75. That looks really like you cleaned house from the BEA account, which held everything. All the company's money, all the customers' money were all in there because you took and cleaned out all of the PayPal money. So not only did you take out without approval from all shareholders, not even telling me, because you wouldn't do it because you're just backstabbing everybody and committing like extortion and fraud and all sorts of other crimes. Wow, and you think that no one will know that this will happen? Well, think again. And since we're racking up the criminal convictions right now, or the laws that you've been breaking, let's look at fraud, shall we? Any person who, by any deception, whether or not such deception was the sole or main inducement, dishonesty obtains for himself, or another in pecuniary advantage, shall be guilty of an offense and shall be liable on conviction upon indictment for imprisonment for 10 years. Well, we already got 14 years for blackmail, 10 years for this, a couple years for this. Man, the years just keep adding up, man. Well, Alex, Jeff, everyone else that's involved, including you, Heidi Lung, who's the bank manager for the BEA account, this really doesn't look good for you. And I'm sorry, but I don't think BEA can protect you after watching this video, man. I don't know how you guys want to claw your ways out of this one, but especially since everything happened in such a short time frame. And that's pretty bad. That is really bad for a business that's supposedly trying to do a very honest business and keep going on and whatever. That just doesn't make sense. Then, on the same day, you post on the Cardbro Global Instagram. you write down the message official statement on Cardbro Global saying, Cardbro Limited, the company, or Cardbro, hereby announces the Messrs. Stanley Chan and Aaron Kam have never been members of its staff. You are reminded to take caution when dealing with any person who claims himself to be a representative of Cardbro. The company also has conducted a series of investigations into the suspicious acts which took place from January 2024 to nowadays. The suspicious acts? Suspicious acts? Don't you mean your guys' whole start from finish to blackmailing? Are you guys trying to pretty much criminalize yourself, or are you that stupid? Based on the relevant findings, evidence, and legal advice regarding the suspicious acts, the company has strong reason to believe that certain persons have committed on various occasions serious misconducts which severely damage the interests of the company. That is great. What you just said is totally correct. I mean, the only problem is you just forgot to say Director Jeff Au and Alexander Wong, and not say they haven't been part of the company, but they are basically committing a huge crime on the company. I have to thank you guys, because I don't know what it is. You guys are some of the worst criminals I have ever met, because I haven't seen anybody like trying to pretty much frame themselves in like ages. I mean, seriously guys, did you not learn anything from the big Amber Heard Johnny Depp trial a couple years ago? What is it? What is it you guys are on? You guys don't learn anything from previous acts. Nothing at all. I guess I should say thank you, but I just feel so embarrassed to even know you guys for this situation, that you guys are so stupid. So now we got ourselves another crime that you're putting on, which is defamation. And you're basically saying through your Instagram post that I was never part of Cardbro. How idiotic is that? You think, Jeff, that you can just delete all the social media on Instagram and nobody will remember a thing, right? That's how it works. As long as you delete everything, no one will know that this guy was part of it. So basically a couple years of business, no one will know this person, of photos, of video. And you would actually think that I don't actually keep video of things that were on Instagram? Are you really that thick in the head, bro? Wake up. So defamation, any person who maliciously publishes and any defamatory libel, knowing the same to be false, shall be liable imprisonment for 2 years, and in addition to pay such as a fine as a court may award. Whew! Guys, you're making it really just ridiculously easy for you guys to just basically put yourself where you should be. It's just a matter of time for you guys to just own up to all your crimes. And I really wish it's not even just the fact that you guys are really the worst of the worst, but it's just nothing, man. Honestly, you guys are just nothing.